Hello, in today's video I'm gonna give you a review and installation of my new water filtration system. I've decided to buy SimPure reverse osmosis system, so I'll give you more details about it. Hello again. So I've decided to change my water filtration system to SimPure. Why? Simple reason. A friend of mine has this in Pennsylvania and he likes it. It works great, and this is basically what is going to really clean the water. I currently have this MWay filter. This is actually my third one, and I'm changing this old carbon filter into reverse osmosis. Reverse osmosis, in short, basically really clears the filter through the membrane, so you really have a good water. Out of, I think, 1 gallon of water, maybe 1/4 of that gets dumped because it's dirty. This filter also features UV light, so it has that. I believe it's over here. When I turn on, we're gonna be able to see it. It has the pump, and then we have 4 filters that are underneath. And then we have a little gauge, so you need to also have a power for the filter. So this filter comes with stainless steel faucet if you want to replace the old one, and if you don't have it. So the faucet looks very nice. That's the end of it. Looks very sleek. We have some hoses to connect, instructions, we have hardware, and we even have a valve to connect. And of course we have 4 different cartridges of filters. See, this one is going to be filtering, I guess, sediment. This one is a reverse osmosis membrane. We have post carbon filter, and we have activated carbon black. All those things, when you buy on Amazon, I think the cost of that filter per year, if you want to replace all those 4 filters, is about, I believe, $160, so it's really not that bad. And we should have probably about 1,000 gallons of water filtered during the year before you need to replace it. Installation should be fairly easy. As you can see, I already have a faucet, so I'm not going to replace it. I have a separate cold supply water valve that I'm going to connect it. That T that comes with the kit, you can connect it straight to your water connection, so you don't need extra connections. I have a separate one for my filter, and I have actually another one. This is one that goes straight to the faucet. This one goes to the filter, and I have another one that goes to my dishwasher, so I don't need to do any crazy connections. Everything's here. And then you just need to have a little space, because you need to connect and install the filter probably on this wall, because the filters have to be hanging. This is our installation instruction. Looks like we have to pay attention to the correct order of the filters. So you can see on the right there's a PP, CTO, RO, and then alkaline or regular carbon filter to the left. So you need to make sure you install the filters in the right sequence on the filter. And another very important tip: make sure you have a helper with you when you're going to be doing your installation. Before, I'm going to be changing my connections, and I'm connecting actually in between the filter my automatic water shut-off that's also going to measure how much water I used, which that's also what I like. I like to say that I love those connections. They have different reductions, so I'm gonna be able to connect this water filtration system in very easy way, and those are really game changers, so I really love it. Once you're going to assemble your filter, you have to decide whether you want to do it on the left, on the right side, inside of the cabinet. After that, I would suggest installing the main water valve. I installed it on my shut-off device. Normally you take this and install it on your water valve. So this valve normally should be installed right here. This is the inline water line. This is white. This is the water system, and then where the water comes in is water inlet is right here. We need to lock it in place. There you go, and then you pull it to lock it. So on the edge of the filter, you're gonna see two more connections. Red is wastewater, blue one is outlet for water that is going to go to our faucet. Now, when this filter is gonna go all the way up, it's gonna be hard to insert the hoses. So I'm gonna do it right now. I think it makes more sense to do it now. And again, there's a line, you're gonna push it all the way in until we're going to reach to black line, and you're gonna pull it gently. So I'm gonna push it down and pull it gently. Good. So now we are ready to install those lines. Now I'm going to hang it on a side, leaving the inlet water line behind. I'm gonna leave this line behind the water filter. In the next step, we need to connect the wastewater outlet. So the red one will have to go to one of the waste pipes. I have two sinks, and so I can either connect it to this one or this one. I think I'm gonna connect it to the one that's a little bit far away, because I will not have kinks on this red line. If I have it right here, I will have to make a little bend, and then there's gonna be extra tension on everything. I think it's gonna be cleaner installation if I do it right here. So you will have to drill the hole and then install that wastewater right here. And now I have opening around here. We're gonna put this padding right around this opening. So now, as you can see, my connections are almost done. In water coming in is behind, wastewater going right here, and other water is going to my faucet, which I already have installed. And here's my splitter between my faucet and my ice maker. So now all you have to do, the last step, also go and cut this line and connect it, plug it in, and do the first tests. In the next step, we need to open the water supply and run it for 20 minutes to flush everything in the system. Only after the water starts running, then you can plug it in. Don't plug it in when it's dry. Okay, and after that, we're gonna see what's going on probably for the next 15 minutes. Also, don't be alarmed when you're going to be seeing some kind of a black sediment going through your faucet. So I've just plugged in the system. I see a pressure. With that app that controls that valve, I can see that my flow rate is about almost 0.6 gallons per minute. What I also want to point out is that here you have a gauge, and the correct pressure for the system is about 80 psi. Right now I'm not running it, but I was thinking that maybe it should be lower or higher. I called the customer support. They told me 80 psi is just fine. So if you have too much pressure, you may want to decrease it. If you don't have enough, I was told that 50 and below, it's not good for the pump either. So make sure that you're running the pump at probably, I would say, 70 to 80 psi or 90. That would be just a good pressure for the system, so you don't damage the pump. And now the most important question is, how is the water? Water is really amazing. I've been running the system already for about 4 days, and right after I turned it on and tried it, of course after flushing for about 20 minutes, I have to say the water is amazing. It tastes like a mineral water, and actually when I did it it makes me drink actually more of the water, because it tastes so good, so pure. And like I said, the only thing that I can compare it to is the taste of the mineral water. And there's a little bit of the waste. I'm gonna talk about it, about the efficiency of the system in the next video, but the taste and cleanness of the water is just amazing. I used to have for the last 20 years carbon black MWA system, and I thought it was good, but there's no comparison with reverse osmosis. So guys, I'm gonna give you all the links on the bottom of my video. Look in the description, and I'll see you in the next video. Give me a thumbs up if you like my video, subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and happy drinking of nice and clean water. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.